Seeing her reach toward my mother's shrine, the blood in my body went cold. I almost acted on instinct and pushed her away. Leave. Who told you that you could come in? The woman stumbled back, almost losing her balance, but Zeno caught her with his hand. I stared at Zeno, my voice shaking from trying to hold myself together. Zeno, didn't I tell you not to bring those cheap women from outside into this house, disrespecting everything under this roof? And today is my mother's death anniversary. All the guests went still, their eyes turning toward that woman. Maiva clearly hadn't expected me to actually push her. She stared at me for a few seconds, looking lost, then her eyes turned wet right away, tears dropping as if on command. I didn't try to cause trouble. It's my birthday today, so I wore red just hoping for a bit of luck. I really didn't know today was your mother's death anniversary. I just came home with Zeno because he told me to. Her voice got weaker and weaker, and in the end, she leaned straight into Zeno's arms, acting like she'd been hurt badly. Zeno's face had already darkened completely. He lowered his head first, checking her carefully, then eased his voice. Were you scared? Maiva shook her head, then nodded, tears falling even faster, but she still held onto him as she whispered, I'm okay. Only then did Zeno lift his head and stare at me, his eyes cold and empty. Natalia, I assumed you had finally matured and learned to think. I didn't expect you to still act like this. Your mother has been gone for so long. I only learned today that her death anniversary falls on the same date as Mava's birthday. I brought her in because I thought adding a bit of warmth might lighten the day for your mother's memorial. It's not like I did anything wrong. And even that bothers you. So childish. A laugh tore itself from my throat, ugly and raw. When my mother had still been alive, she had treated Zeno as if he were her own blood. She had fed him at her table, pressed her hand to his cheek, whispered blessings over him in the old language. And now he had walked through her shrine room, with another woman draped in red silk at his side, stood before the candles I had lit for her memory, and still had the nerve to call me narrow-minded. I lifted my chin. I looked Zeno Valenti directly in the eye, and when I spoke, my voice did not waver. Zeno, on the anniversary of my mother's death, you brought your mistress into this house. Into her shrine. Tell me, is that what you call being broad-hearted? The words landed like a slap across polished marble. His face darkened. The candlelight caught the hard edge of his jaw, the dangerous stillness that settled over him, the way it always did before something inside him turned cruel. He stared at me for several long, silent seconds. Then he let out a short, cold laugh, the kind that carried no warmth at all. Natalia, you're unbelievable.